Hello everyone, let's start our lesson number 2, Python Fundamental Part 2. Okay, in this lesson we are going to learn structure of the Python program and its components, variable and assignments, simple output Python programs. Okay, let's start with structure of Python program. The components of the structure of Python programs are comments, functions, expression, statements, block, and indentation. Okay. First is comments. The comments we can give in different way. One, just to explain the program code of the entire program, might be for the particular block, or might be for a particular statement. Now let's just see. First one, my Python program. That's the first comment. How will you identify if the line starts with the hash sign? The next one is the one block. What is that block? It's a function only. So here also we are defining the function. That's why we start with hash sign. Now look at here. Here is the hash display message. That means this is called inline comments. We can give the comment also for a particular statement. Okay, that's about the comments. Now come to the function. Function is a block of statements, a group of statements or collection of statements which does a specific task. Okay, and this function always starts with the keyword def. Then come to expression. Expression, it represents a value, might be a single literal or might be the combination of literal or variable and the operator. Just see, a greater than b is also an expression. Now statements are the expression with the variable. That means statements are what? It does some actions. So say a equal to 5. That means the 5 will assign to a. Now a is greater than b. That means a is comparing with b. Now look at here, c equal to a plus b. The c equal to a plus b. This is statement. But a plus b is the expression. A plus b represents a value, but statement does some action. Okay, now what is block? Block is a collection of the simple statements. Now look at here, in this block there are two statements, c equal to a plus b, print c. Okay, and here the c, print the statement and the return statement. And one more thing, when you write a block, within the block all the lines or all the statements should be indented. What do you mean by indented? They should leave specific number of spaces before the line start, before the statement starts. Now just see, print and return, they are indented. That means might be 5 or 6 spaces are started, we left and we started the statement at the beginning. Same here, c plus b and print c, they are indented. Okay, let's learn one by one. First is the comments. Comments are non-executable. Just this is not executable statement. Just it's a remark, written remark expressing the purpose of the code. There are two types. One is single line, one is multi-line. In the previous program we have learned this. This is your single line comment. Now look at here, multi-line comment. What is multi-line comment? If it is more than one statement you are giving the comments, so you can do in two different ways. One, you can give the hash sign just before each line, each statement, or you can give the 3 quotes, start with 3 quotes and end with 3 quotes. That's about your comments. Now next is expression and statement. As I told you, the expression represents a value. It might be a literal or variable, a combination of operator, literal or variable. Here just see 3 and 4.5, these are the values. But here a plus b 5, sorry, a plus 5 or a minus b divided by 3, these are all expression, because a plus b, a plus 5, when you add, suppose a value is 3 and you add 5, then it will become 8, it will represent some value. Even here also, if a and b will replace by some value, you will get after evaluating the expression, you will get some value. Okay, now come to statements. Statements is what? It's get executed, I mean some actions will happen. So a equal to 3 means the 3 will be assigned to a, that I already told in the previous slide. So b also same here, suppose a value is 3, so b value become 3 plus 5a. Then now if a is greater than b, here the comparison comes. Okay, and one more thing in the statement is not it may produce some value, it may not produce some value. Now just see, if a is greater than b, if you are giving some valid statement, you will get the output. If you won't give any valid statement, it won't display any output. Okay, that's about your statement and expression. Next is function. Function is a collection of statements to perform a specific task. Now just move to the previous slide. I'll just that where the program has written. Now look at here, def try display the message. This is a function, and the function, always I said, it starts with the keyword def, and what it does, it just simply displaying a message. My first program, it will display only the message, and return means the control will exit from the function. Okay, that's your simple function. Now what is that? It's a collection of statement to perform a specific task. Every function has a unique name. Okay, that in a previous program, let me show you again. That's the name of the function out here is try. Name of the every function should have a name. Okay, so it is try is a function name, or you can say it is an identifier. Okay, it is a unique name and repeatedly used in a program. Repeatedly we can call that function. Okay, and it starts with the keyword def. Okay, now def sum is the function name. And one more thing you remember, when you write the function name, it should followed by the parenthesis. It might be empty, or it might carry some arguments. When you learn the function chapter, you will learn in detail. Now just block and indentation we already discussed. Block or suite, that is a what? It is a group of statements which are part of the compound statement. So the function is a compound statement, if is a compound statement. Okay, and loop statements, that is your for and while in your Python program, it's there. So these are all compound statement. Now just see, if a is greater than b, the block is what? C equal to a plus b and print c. These two are form of block. Okay, so indentation, statements within each label of block must be indented. What do you mean by indentation? Specify the amount space that should appear before the beginning of the first line of that block. Now look at here, on the F there are two statements, so C and print. If the C starts leaving 5 spaces, the print also, the V has to start leaving 5 spaces. Else also same here. Now D, if you are leaving 5 spaces, even the print has to be started by leaving 5 spaces. That is about your indentation. Okay, now next is we have completed just now structure of the Python program. What are the things, what are the components we have learned? First is your comment lines, your comments, then your expressions, statements, block and indentation, and the function. Okay, the next point is we are learning in this lesson 2, that is your variables. Okay, and the assignment. Okay, variables is what? Is a named location or named labels that refers to a value. It is a named location or named label that refers to a value. It does not hold, like your traditional programming language, the variable is a container, it holds the value. But in this case, it does not hold the value, it just refer. That refer means wherever the value will store that memory address will store in another memory location, and that will be labeled with the variable. Look at here, there are two variables, one is fname and mark. Okay, so fname means your first name is Ashish and the mark is 67. Ashish is stored in the memory location, okay, whose address is 20456. Okay, so now here is fname. Fname is a location in the memory which will store the address of this where the value is stored. Okay, where the value is stored, 20456. Now 20456 is the the memory where will point to that value. Okay, now fname. Fname is the named label. Same here. The value is 67 is stored in the memory location 20786. Now 20786 stored in another label, another memory location which is labeled by mark. Now this will point to a value. Okay, this memory location will point to the value. So what is the advantage of using this? Now look at here, suppose the first name instead of Ashish will give Ram. So what will happen? Ram is stored where in the memory location is 30678. So what will happen? Fname, that 20456 will be replaced by 30678. Okay, so what will happen? Instead of pointing or instead of referring to 20456, now it will refer to 30678. So what is happening out here? You have both the values, Ashish is there and Ram is there. Okay, so now when you say Ram, when you give fname equal to Ram's, only the memory address will be changed. Okay, that's why it's a named location or name label that refers to the value referring or pointing to that memory location whose address is stored another memory location which is labeled by the variable name, Okay, now next comes to the L values and the R values. L value stands for left hand side values and R value is right hand side values. What does it mean? Suppose you say A equal to 10, so A is your L value, 10 is your R value. A is your L value, 10 is your R value. You cannot write 10 equal to A because L value always a variable. L values always a variable. Similarly, R values is what? Right hand side values. So now A equal to 10, even you can write A equal to B into 6. That means the R value can be a literal or can be a variable or can be an expression. Okay, it can be a literal like your 10. It can be instead of A equal to 10, you can also write A equal to B or A equal to C, and you can give the expression also A equal to B into 6 or A plus B. That can be given as expression and can be assigned as a R value. Okay, that's about your variable. Now come to the assignment. This is your simple assignment. So only one statement, A equal to 5, B equal to 6 and C equal to 7. These are your simple statement. Okay, what is your multiple assignment? Suppose you want to assign more than one values to multiple variables. So what will happen? Instead of writing, suppose here just see A, B, C are the three variables. The values are 5, 6, 7. You have written three simple statement. If you want to write in one statement by defining these values, then you can write A, B, C, which is 5, 6, 7. That means A value is 5, B value is 6, C value is 7. Okay, this way we can assign, we can write multiple values and also variable in one statement. Okay, and the other way of writing multiple statements, sometimes we need to assign one value to multiple variables. In that case, what you have to do, you just write A equal to B equal to C equal to 5. That means A value is 5, B value is 5 and C value is 5. Okay, this is about your multiple assignments. When you do the programs, Python programs, you will get used to with this type of multiple assignments. Okay, so now let's learn input output functions. Okay, so any programming language you will do learn. So when you start programming, the two important statement is your print and input, and input and print. Input, through input you function, I mean the statements, we will feed the data, and the print statement will display the data. Okay, even Python also there is input, for input feeding the data we have input function, to display the data the print function. Okay, here input function, what it does, it receives the data from the user. Okay, it receives the data from the user. Format is variable equal to input prompt. Example, name equal to input, enter your name. Okay, now the display is how can you do? By the print function. It display the result. It display the result. Format is print, and the message, or you can give variable, or you can give any string, or you can give any expression. Okay, let's do some Python programs, simple Python programs. Okay, we'll start now. Okay, now let's see, this is your Python screen. So interactive mode we have to do. So how will you do that? So go to new file. As I told you, we have to give the comment line, so better to give the comment line now. For good presentation of the program we should give. So suppose we want to do the product of three numbers, so we can give it here, product of three numbers. Okay, three numbers. Now we have to enter three numbers. So first number, suppose you say n1 int, because number is integer, so we have to give int only. Input, enter the first number, enter first number. We are inputting, we are just accepting the value from the user. Okay, now we are just calculating the second number, n2 equal to int input second number. Second number. Okay, now n3 int input enter third number. Okay, we are entering the third number. So now what you have to do, we will find the product of the numbers. So p equal to, this is your, we are going to write the expression. What is the expression? n1 into n2 into n3. Okay, now just see n1, n2, n3. There are three variables, n1, n2, n3. They are the three variables. P is the variable where we will store the result, the product of the three numbers. Expression is n1 into n2 into n3. Now our work is to display print product. Okay, that is your P. Clear? That we have written the program. First thing what we have to do, we have to run the module. When you run the module, it will ask to save the program. So let me save the program. You can save in your folder. Let me save it in your first program. Okay, I'll write first program. Now save it. Okay, enter the first number. Suppose I'm entering 2, second number is 3, the third number is 5. Okay, product is 30. Okay, in a similar way you can find the sum of two numbers, find the average of three numbers. You can do the area of the rectangle, the perimeter of the rectangle. Okay, so we can do lot of the program using your Python program, simple programs. Okay, next lesson we can do solve some programs, plus we will start with data handling. Okay, we will stop now here. We'll back to thank you. Then we will do third lesson.